Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're new to my here we go again with the Emperor. Did you just see how the Emperor just did acrobatics to come out here? And then we have the Five of Cups. Is somebody sad about somebody in masculine energy, whether male or female? Or is this person sad? I was not anticipating on making this a love reading of any sort. Usually, I wanted to touch on everything today. But it's like the divine and the angels who I channel know that. And they're like, let me just get this out of the way before you start channeling and going down the path in this reading that we don't want you to. I gotta follow. I have to follow. For those of you that are new, welcome. I'm so happy to have you guys all here, both old and new subscribers alike. Let me just introduce what's going on real quick, because there are, I don't know if you're new, you see readers, they have a very particular spread, how they do it, and they're definitely not just going to have things flip out. Well, sometimes they do, but some readers don't acknowledge flippers. I only read flippers, right? So it's like, everybody has their own style. That's how it works. Every reading on this channel is timeless. It's a different experience every time. It's just a complete state of surrender. My main ability is channeling, which is a process of getting information from the other side. So as I'm reading for you, I am picking up on energy. I am hearing the messages. I am having visions of the cards already before they come out. I'm having visions of a lot of things. So I just spitfire whatever I'm hearing, right? I'm just like I guess, that's what it means to be a medium. It's the person in the middle, right? The middle person, the communicator. I'm here to just share what I'm picking up on. So I let things rock. It's spirit. Well, it's not like spirit takes over during the readings. They have things flip. They have paranormal stuff happens here sometimes that, that's just the way that it works. Or they'll have things flip, or they'll have me say something then confirm it. But they're really the ones in control of everything here. So because that's my style, when things flip like that, I acknowledge it, of course. But I am clearly seeing there's an Emperor on the table, which is somebody in masculine energy. For a lot of you, it is a man, right? I'm not getting this, yes, I know the Emperor can mean just masculine energy in general, but that's not what I'm getting. This is a person, whether man or female, but it's a person. This everything about this card to me is very 3D, very concrete. I don't know what I'm picking up so much on this that I don't even know what I'm picking up on in a way. So we have to go a little deeper. Because I see this man here with this chess piece. And what do you do when you have a chess piece in your hand? You're being strategic about something. And then I see this woman here. The Five of Cups is regret, sadness. She's like, she's not just, people interpret the Five of Cups as crying over spilled milk. She's not crying over spilled milk. She's lost hope in regards to the whole situation. She lost hope. She is sad and just dumping the contents of all of those cups of love. Cups in tarot signify your emotions, your heart space, everything to do with love. And she's just dumping them in this black hole. She has one cup behind her though still, that's still upright and still filled with that rainbow angelic energy, that still has hope for a new beginning in love. But she already, whoever this is coming to terms that it's not with the person that you thought it would be. that it's someone else. Like you haven't completely given up on love, whoever this is. Remember, this could be vice versa. But you've given up on love with this person. But you're sad about it. You're not in the mood, you know, to date right now. You know that you want to get back in there, out there eventually. But right now you're just a little bit just disillusioned by the whole dating process. She's been crying. I never noticed, but it's in her face. She has mascara all over her cheeks drawn in. I've never noticed that. If you look, I'm sure it's not going to pick it up on this camera. But it's like under her eye, it's drawn in like a little strip of black mascara. You know? But she looks defeated. Meanwhile, this person is sitting there all confident, thinking about what his next move is going to be. Now, you can say that, I mean, the image is just an image, but the card is also just a card. It could be the Emperor that's in this energy, the Five of Cups energy. And really doing a good job to pretend that they're not disappointed, that they have it all together, that everything's going great. Nothing comes out of my mouth for no reason. So if I'm saying that, I feel like it's a different scenario for a lot of you. But I'm going to ask all these questions. Oh, yes, I am. Oh, this wasn't straight. Why is this Emperor here? Let me shuffle. Why is this Emperor here? Why is this Emperor on the table? God, that was too much. That didn't feel right, but that was, I'm gonna keep it in mind, but that didn't, oh my God, that didn't feel right. Just one. Well, something's clearly going on. We have the Three of Swords. This is a heartbreak. That's just confirmation of everything. Don't worry, we're gonna get into more and more detail. It's coming together, it's coming together. Why is the Emperor on this table? Heartbreak. Three of Swords, pain, literal heartbreak. Why is the Five of Cups on this table? Lovers in reverse, though. I don't even read reversals, but the way that it came out, yes. The way that this is confirmation, yes. There was an ending, yes. And it happened suddenly. Or you got some information suddenly. This is a breakup. The Lovers in reverse, the Two of Cups in reverse. So it's a love connection that did not happen, a love connection that did not pan out. The Two of Cups in reverse is also a union, meaning it did not work out. Okay, with the Ten of Swords upright, which is an ending. Not only did it end, but it didn't end well. Not only did it end, but it did not end well. Now this is something that could have already happened, right? It did not end well. There was pain here. The Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords is pain. 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 Pain, pain, pain. Pain, pain. Pain, 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 pain. Backstabbing. Betrayal. Heartbreak. You thought somebody was the love of your life. You thought you had a soul connection with this person, but it seems like Nothing ended up being what you thought it would. So you feel obligated. The World card means closing out this cycle, to close out this cycle. But there was a Tower moment here. So there's an element of something happening suddenly, or somebody having a sudden realization about something suddenly that is really making you come to terms with the fact like this is done. Like there is no hope here. But I want to know, who is the one that's feeling? Hold on. Yeah, right now you're in a state of, and here's the Empress. Right now you're in the state of, and with the Wheel of Fortune, you're trying to learn your karmic lessons. You're seeing the situation as a karmic lesson. The Star card means hope, healing, faith. You know, you're trying to pull your energy from the divine, closing your eyes, saying, you know, don't worry, I'm not going to just let myself to rot and die. I'm going to come out the Empress. That's what the divine wants you to know. I'm going to take this situation with this person as a lesson. I'm going to heal myself, and I'm going to become the embodiment of all queens, and never allow what happened with this person, never allow it to happen again. Never. Because when you get the World's card, it's like closing out of a cycle, like done, like closing out the cycle of Two of Cups in reverse. Two of Cups is not a word, but you get it. Like any kind of Two of Cups kind of situation, in reverse kind of situation, where it wasn't a full commitment, or somebody was taking advantage, or there was toxicity. You know, like you don't want to go through that again. You are closing out anything. You're sick of being left in the Ten of Swords. You're sick of being left like you were used, like you were taken advantage of. There's an element of that too. There's an element of someone feeling like maybe somebody used them, somebody took advantage of them, because this Emperor, which was the first one to come out, is sitting there like with this chess piece that I can't get over. You know, you feel like this was some kind of a game, even though you felt like it was a soul connection. You feel like the way that this person approached everything was some kind of game. They never took accountability for anything, for any of the heartbreak that they caused. You know, they just it's somehow it all revolves around them. You know, and not how they caused whatever happened here to happen also, like their part on it. You feel like, because this Emperor's giving me like very full of himself kind of energy, very stoic energy. You know, so I definitely feel like something ended here. And you're just focusing on, see, because the Ten of Swords in the traditional tarot, in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, right? Which is the original images. You see somebody pinned down, and they have 10 swords on their back, and they're bleeding. Like you can see that they're dead, that they've been literally backstabbed. Literally backstabbed. Like they are on the floor with 10 swords, and 10 is like the ultimate. It's the ace to the 10. 10 is like the ultimate. But here, it's like this image here shows more of like a future tense, you know, like that already happened, but somehow she's resurrected. Like she's looking forward, the new horizon. She's looking out. She's looking out towards her Wheel of Fortune, towards the opportunities that can come anyway. Like she still has a little bit in her left to heal, especially because the Star card is here underneath, to heal, to pull that energy from the universe, from God, into her heart, and come back together as a divine feminine. Put herself back together. That's what the universe wants you to do. That's what God wants you to do. Put yourself back together. Remember, you are the divine feminine. You are fertile. You are the creator of life. Not just human life, but life in general. The divine doesn't want you to let yourself go because of whatever happened here that left you sad and heartbroken. For some of you, you might think like, oh, my opportunity to have a child is done. I don't know where I'm getting that from. Why I am channeling, so I know where I'm getting it from, but it just came out of nowhere besides the fact that she's pregnant, but that's an earth. You know, that's more symbolic. But I am hearing, like, meaning I always get this card, but I don't always get that message. But I am hearing that some of you feel like you want a child, but you think for some reason that you're not gonna be able to have one. Okay? Maybe because of your age, maybe this breakup happened, but you're already like 40, you know, like, so you feel like you've gotten to that place where it's not gonna happen. Or maybe you don't care if you have one or not anymore. But I'm going to tell you, there's an omen here because the Wheel of Fortune is also an element of surprise. And the Star card, she looks like she's pulling something from the divine. And interesting, when I asked you guys on the community tab what kind of bonus reading you want, which I didn't get to post, so I'm sorry because just things did not go as planned. But I do appreciate all of your input because I did read them. So I am still going to post a bonus. It just, I'm not sure when I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do one of those readings. And I read them, and some of you asked for spirit baby messages. So, and this is giving me, I don't know where I'm going with this, but this is giving me like spirit baby vibes, you know? Like you're pulling something from the universe and then it's going into your womb. That is obviously not going to be a message for everybody. Some of you are like 70 or 60 or 50. I'm not sure that's going to be for you. And some of you are male and cannot and have male reproductive system. You obviously cannot get pregnant, you know, so that might not be for you. But this could just be also an omen of birthing a new life. Like you are about to have birthing a new life. But I am in particular getting a message that someone's gonna get pregnant. I'm not getting it's right now, but it might be in the next year or two. Okay? Like, don't give up right now. Like this, something's going to happen. Like there is gonna be a union and a pregnancy. This is not a health channel. You know what? I just got an image of something. And don't worry, we're gonna move on. We're gonna get more detail about this. I just got an image I can't ignore. Very clear image. Clear. I'm gonna shuffle 3 times. 1, 2. Clear as day. I need to confirm something. I have to confirm something. I saw it. What's this? God don't like ugly. Nastiness. Oh my God. It's because I mixed the first and last one. This is nastiness, clash. Stop. Nastiness, clash, strife, resentment, argument, spite, grudge, revenge. Oh. What the heck? Lipstick on a pig. Artifice, denial, cover-up, trickery, superficiality, frivolity, and foolishness. Now this is changing. Hold on. What is this about? Pot calling the kettle black. 33, hypocrisy, projection, similarity, blame, introspection needed. Something happens here. Are they talking about, listen, this could be you, this could be somebody else, but something happened here. I mean, this is clear as day. Something happens. What is this about? Okay, like, look what's, of course this is what wants to poke out every time. I'm not even gonna pull it out. I'm not gonna pull it out. You can go away with that. This is a running joke on this channel. I cannot shuffle this deck without this card. Just like making its way, whether it flies out, if it's not meant to be in the reading, it'll like show its face. Like, you know, it's just, at this point, Spirit just uses it as a way to raise our vibration because it makes us laugh. You know? This is a big deck. There are a lot of cards here, okay? And a lot of them are nice. There are only, I think, these 4, maybe with, no, there's also one blowing up a storm. Like, of the entire deck, there only has to be like 5 or 6 that have some kind of negative connotation to it, honestly. Honestly, 100%. Okay? There only has to be only that many. And we got 4 of them in a row. God don't like ugly, lipstick on a pig, pot calling the kettle black. Isn't it kind of funny to hear? Because this is the Southern Oracle, so these are supposed to be Southern phrases with my deep ass New Jersey, New York City accent. I'm pretty sure that's not, you're not pot calling the kettle black. I can't help it. Calling. I always, whatever. God don't like ugly, lipstick on a pig, pot calling the kettle black, and too big for your britches. Those are the ones we got. Nastiness, clash, strife, resentment, argument, spite, grudge, revenge, artifice, denial, cover-up, trickery, superficiality, frivolity, foolishness, hypocrisy, projection, similarity, blame, introspection needed, arrogance, vanity, self-importance, high and mighty, modesty needed. What the hell? Oh my God. Oh my God. Something happened here. And again, I can't get over the fact that the Emperor had a chess piece in his hand. Is this somebody you were dealing with that's like really arrogant? Okay? You guys had some kind of nastiness, some kind of clash. There was some kind of arguing. There's a lot of resentment between you and this person. And they're being quite spiteful. They have a grudge on you or vice versa. And they actually seek revenge, okay? And in doing so, I don't know what they're doing, but it says here, artifice, denial, cover up, and trickery, right? So they were lying about something. The thing is that this person's also projecting everything on you instead of going within. And I'm saying that because we channeled that before this card even came out. The pot calling the kettle black card. I was talking about this could have been someone that never took accountability for their actions. You know, that's where channeling comes into play in readings. Because there was nothing on the table that said that. There's nothing, you know, now there is. But I saw it. So this is a confirmation. That's the beauty of channeling. You know, so now I know. That's because I'm still a human, so I doubt sometimes. I think, you know, so they do. That's why they have me channel and then confirm, because it gives me that confidence to keep going. Like, okay, I'm on the right track with what I'm saying right now. You know, human after all. This person's like trying to blame you for everything that they've done, and I even channeled that this person gave me. Didn't I? I'm not sure the words I used, but I said the way, I cannot get over the way that this man is sitting here. I don't think, did I say high and mighty? I don't think so, but like he looks like arrogant with a chess piece in his hand, like full of himself. I think I used that sounds more like me. I don't know if that's what I said, but full of yourself is more a phrase I commonly use. It's something, it's in my vocabulary. That's probably what I said. I'm not sure, something like that. The point is, I did bring out that this person was too big for their britches. And not because they're eating too much. Not because they had too many donuts. Okay? This person is trying to make you feel like everything that happens here or lack thereof was because of you. And the divine's here trying to tell you that that's not true, and you know it's true. So use that as a karmic lesson. This person has an inability to look at themselves. You know what the problem is, though? This card says God don't like ugly. God actually don't like ugly. God always forgives. However, if you have two people vibrationally, right? Let's say you're a trauma survivor. You're working on something. So you're working on, let's say, you get angry sometimes, right? Or, which is never okay. But your anger comes from excuse me. Oh, great. Yikes. Your anger comes from like a trauma response, but then you feel bad for it. You're able to reflect and repent, which, God always allows an opportunity for you to ask for forgiveness. Not saying there's no excuse for people to that just flip out on you all the time. You know what I mean, though. This is different between somebody that makes mistakes sometimes and apologizes and takes accountability, and somebody that has the same kind of behaviors or does things or involves themselves in trickery, trying to trick people, denying their involvement in things, etc. They're full of resentment, they're full of spite, they're full of grudges, they're full of wanting revenge on you, but they don't actually have the empathy inside of them to, they don't feel bad, they don't feel remorse for seeking revenge or acting out of spite or for whenever their nastiness or their resentment, they don't even acknowledge it. That's when God has a problem, because it's not a mistake. It's when you're doing it on purpose. There's a difference between you acting this way on purpose, okay, versus somebody that's working on stuff and acknowledging it, But this person was projecting all of their nastiness onto you. And this person is a pig with lipstick on, okay? This person's a pig with lipstick on. But when it says God don't like ugly, it means they're about to get hit with karma for whatever they did. I don't know. And this came out in another reading, but this one's not. I'm not sure it's the same person. Okay, and this could be you, but I don't know. Is it that this other person now feels remorse that they acted like this? They realize it? We're going to find out. How is this Emperor feeling right now? My God. Okay, I'm going to have to. Now, I'm talking about the Emperor. Here's the George P. They always make us laugh. Don't you see? They're the Divine's did I tell you to put the peach card away? Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I have to leave it on the table now. I don't have a choice. Fine. There you go. Dead center. What's up with this Emperor? Don't get your feathers ruffled. Inner calm, well-being, patience, deep breathing, compassion. The ideal. I'll get around to it. So there's a lot of inaction here. What's the rush? Waiting. Inspired action only. Relax to allow the flow. Aren't you precious? Suffering fools, disdain, displeasure, aggravation, read between the lines and poking fun. Aren't you precious? What's this about? So they haven't taken action yet, okay? They're really trying not to look in the mirror, not to deal with the things, with the truth of the situation. Tell me more about this Emperor. This is weird. I feel like they're not giving a lot of information here. I mean, there is, but I also feel like there's a lot missing. Well, you know what? What's up with this Emperor? Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. To me, that's a spiritual awakening card. Deception. Shit. Someone is wearing a false self mask. in this relationship. For whatever reason, I don't know if it's that are they spiritually awakening to their mistakes in this connection? Or is this telling me that the divine, it's just because God don't like ugly, is about to cause all sorts of tower moments in their life, okay? For them to learn a freaking lesson. You know what I notice here in this deck, of this particular deck, okay, in Deception? This man is here with another woman. So you take this as it resonates. This man is here with another woman. And this other woman here, who has angelic backing, sometimes I channel this card as like the angel wanting to rip the mask off this person, but you could also see it as like the angel's the one pushing you forward, is there putting her hands on his shoulder, making it very clear to him that it is known that he's deceptive. So you could have found out about a third party here, I'm not gonna lie. And because you have so much angelic guidance, like so much angelic protection, it's just that they're about to get a lot of karma, whether in the form of things actually happening to them or just the divine hitting them with a lot of realizations that are going to start causing them a lot of sadness, regret, heartbreak, because they're going to notice that sometimes the divine, that's how karma is. Sometimes karma doesn't have to be, oh, you got in a car accident, God forbid, you know, or things that you can actually tangibly even see, someone else can see. Sometimes karma could be like, come forward through a spiritual awakening, because at the end of the day, God doesn't really punish. God just gives back to you what you've done, in the hopes always that you learn something. There's always a opportunity for growth. Sometimes karma comes in the form of the dark night of the soul, or getting hit with a lot of spiritual information at once. You know, where if you were arrogant, too big for your britches, calling the pot calling the kettle black, wearing lipstick when you're actually a pig, God starts taking things away from you. And sometimes karma comes in the form of a spiritual awakening, of like coming across a self-help book that, like, I don't know, you having a sudden realization. With the Tower card is epiphanies about your behavior, about who you really are, about the fact that you act like this, that you did this, you know, in the form of like making you actually have to sit and feel the shame and guilt and remorse of what you did. Okay? Sometimes karma comes forward in that way, to push that person to grow and learn a lesson, and also to make them feel the pain of what they've done. And I feel that. Also could be, I don't know, if there's a third party situation, there's like an element of them knowing about you or finding out about you or something like that. Okay? Because you know what I find interesting? It's like this Emperor came out first, and then you were the one that was here feeling sad or whatever, right? And whatnot. And then the Three of Swords came, which is the heartbreak. The Three of Swords in this deck is another masculine, is a person in masculine energy. It's another man here. And I don't know why I put that card behind him. Like I went forward and then back. You know? If they have a tattoo on their arm, that's confirmation. He has 3 swords on his arm. But this man is facing this way. He's facing back. So it's kind of like So this happens, you were sad. It said, well, this happened. But now this person's being forced to look back. And now they're feeling pain. What's this about? I need more information. Religious factors and deception. What happened here? Okay. Too much. That was an accident. You need to know like when they're flippers and when it's actually an actual accident. Well. Children, your love life is being affected by children. Okay, I keep getting a children card. I don't know if maybe they got somebody pregnant. Maybe they got another party pregnant. That's not gonna be for everybody. And now they're wishing that they would have had, you know, worked on things with you, because whoever this is, they don't want to have a baby with them. That is not going to be for everybody. Your love life is also being affected by children. Could also be your love life being affected by your childhood and things that have happened in your childhood. Okay? So this person, there's some kind of realization that the way that they showed up with the deception again and children again. And codependency, and pay attention to the red flags. This is okay. So now this has become a pattern. Whoa. Religious factors, deception, children, codependency. Pay attention to the red flags. Codependency says addictions are affecting your romantic life. Pay attention to the red flags as the signs are cautioning you. This person is possibly having a realization. They could possibly have 2 children. Doesn't have to be. Multiple separations. That every connection they had, which they could possibly have children with multiple women if they're a man, or vice versa. That doesn't have to be for everyone, but it could be. If that's the case, then they're realizing, how is it there was deception, and then there was a child born, and then there was deception, and then there was a child born, and then somehow have codependent relationships, addictions. There is an addiction to this pattern of children deception somehow. And they're realizing, they're seeing the red flag. You do something enough. That's what I'm saying. The divine kind of puts it in your face. Like, pay attention to your own goddamn, excuse my language, your freaking red flags. If they got somebody else pregnant again, but it's just so remarkable to me that it's like a repetition. I think that this person has suddenly realized, or will, if it hasn't happened, because the only thing that I see for you is you learning karmic lessons. You are hurt, you were in pain, you were crying, you were left, whatever. And you are just, regardless of it all, looking forward. Like, you know you're in pain. You know you're sad. You know that you feel so bad about the way all this happened. This person made you feel. or pushed you, projected a lot onto you, made you react in certain ways, etc. They also filled your head with a lot of things, making you feel like this was gonna turn into something. They never took accountability. You already know you're not gonna get closure from this person, right? It just ended bad, and they don't see they never want to see they chose never to have a conversation about how they created this. However, there's an element of you that, regardless of, you're taking the cups of this romantic situation and just like putting them in the black hole. There's an element of you, you're very strong. You're still holding on to that one cup. Like, you still believe in love. You still believe in love. You still believe that love is coming. Like, you don't want to, you are strong. You don't want to let this person just take it all away from you. Like, you were hurt. You realize you're not getting closure, but you're looking forward. You're looking forward, like, a new day, a new dawn, right? You're learning, you're on top of that Wheel of Fortune, learning your lessons like you have to. You're calling on the divine, the star card. You're taking these sudden, this hurt and closing out cycles because you're ready to birth a new life. Like, all I see for you is you, regardless of how sad you feel or everything that you've gone through. All I see for you is you still having the strength of saying, I'm gonna make it through this. I'm gonna move forward. I'm gonna find the love of my life. Forget this. I'm gonna put this behind me. You might even still talk to this person where a lot of people probably wouldn't, and just call them an a-hole, like whatever. But you bite your tongue knowing that they're dead wrong, because you lead with love regardless. You might just be like sucking it all up, even knowing that you're not going to get anything in return from this person or any kind of acknowledgement or anything. Knowing that if you ever even brought anything up, they'll probably they'll probably just project pot calling the kettle black and just make you feel bad for having feelings. You already know this about this person, and you're still the bigger person, could be. But what I see for this person is going from being full of themselves to having to go backwards. Like, they're about to get hit with some kind of heartbreak. You know what it could be? If there was a third party, that third party could be leaving them for the same reasons. Because there's an element here of repetition, of things continuously happening. All of the things that you complained about to this person, that every single one of their children and or their exes, everybody, people they've had children with, ex-wives, ex-husbands, ex-girlfriends, ex-boyfriends, and their children, or both, maybe even their pets, if they could talk and you could channel their energy, also telling you, For some of you, I'm getting this message very clearly. What's happening is, whoever this third party was, if there was, they're finding themselves in a situation. This person could have left them, or they're getting in arguments or something, even whether it's early on or not, or somebody has come up and told them the same thing that their ex-wife told them, that their other girlfriend told them, that their other girlfriend or boyfriend. You get the point. I'm just gonna address it as a female because because then it stops the flow, but apply it as you want to. Not that I'm picking a gender by, because I prefer one. It's just every time I have to stop, it just kind of ruins the flow, and it also makes it harder to understand. If I could just stick with a theme and then you apply it, that'd be easier. But they're realizing, okay, like, my ex-wife complained about this, my ex-girlfriend complained about this, my ex complained about this too, my ex complained about this too, my first marriage ended because of this, my second marriage ended because of this, my third marriage ended because of this person that I dated complained that I was to this person complained that I was to this, my kids complained that I'm to this, or they complain, maybe even they complain that my family is like this, right? Because there's an element of children too. So, let's say if you brought the kids to the grandparents' house, you realize the grandparents act the same as you. It's no surprise that there's a problem there, right? Whatever the case may be, they realize, I feel like there was somebody they were dealing with that literally might have set them down, and maybe they were they thought that they were going to move on. They're the emperor. They have everything under control. They have a new relationship. They're dating someone, and that person is going to, or has already, going to drop them. And the reason that they're giving them are all the reasons that you gave them. And that's where karma comes in. Because the divine, it's not karma as in you wish. Oh, I wish that whoever you're dating now is going to break your heart. It's not that you wish that, no. But the divine, God don't like ugly. So God is not going to let you do this to everybody that you come across, with. Not take accountability. And then go and live your happy married life with someone like nothing ever happened. No. God's going to keep bringing it up. Okay, so something could have happened. There was an ending with you. This person possibly started dating somebody else. This person complained to them about the same thing. And now they were hit with their religious factors, the spiritual knowledge that they can't escape the fact that they're walking around wearing a false self-mask in relationships, acting like they have nothing to do with the reason that they've had so many children and broken up with people or so many divorces or whatever. They can't avoid it anymore. I'm getting very clearly for a lot of you, again, somebody that they connected with outside of you. It's like the same thing. So they have no way to say, after so much projection that they put on you and arrogance and being too big for their britches. Now they feel bad because they know you're not crazy and they put you through a lot. How could it be that other people are complaining about the same thing? Gotta feel some kind of shame about that. Because again, I see this person like going backwards. They could have thought they were just going to go and start dating somebody new and everything was going to go great. The divine's like, no, God don't like ugly. It's not how it works. You're not just going to continue to do this over and over again and possibly even bring children into the world. Like an addiction. You have an addiction to wearing a false self-mask in every relationship and doing this to everyone that you deal with. You're not going to allow you to do this. We're going to put those red flags in your face because you're either going to awaken or we're going to take everything. And if they don't have children, then the children card, like I said, just represents, because of their childhood issues, they keep having the same pattern over and over again. And like they want people to be codependent on them. It's just this person is very repetitive. So now what? Release your ex. I told you there was some kind of breakup here. I'm telling you. You're releasing them. And somebody's releasing them. And now they're like, the divine's backing them up in a corner. The divine is backing them up in a corner to see all this ish. Okay? But you've already paid attention to the red flags. You see this for what it is. Codependency. You don't, like I said, all I see for you is brand new beginnings. I even see you having a child, getting married. But this person, I feel like, is going to come back singing a very different tune. Something fell here. Again, pay attention to the red flags. Listen. Whoa. Look, separation. I'm telling you, They're just confirming everything. If they were dealing with somebody else, this person has released them because they paid attention to the red flags. Okay? In the same way that, okay, they released you, right? There was red flags there. They didn't acknowledge. Now now someone's releasing them because they're paying attention to the red flags. Hold on, I need to remote to the air conditioner. I am cold. I need to turn it off. Is what I'm getting. Okay? I feel like you're just ready to release this person. Though. Look again, the same. What's with the rep? Okay, for those of you that are new, wondering why there's two. I have two of the same deck in one deck. That's how I get confirmation. But that doesn't mean, look how thick that stack is. That it's literally coming out as a pattern. I feel like they released you and now someone's releasing them for the same reasons that you were complaining about them about, right? For, meaning. And you don't even want this anymore. I feel like you're meeting somebody else. I feel like you're meeting somebody else, and I feel like you're meeting somebody else this summer. Because I see this person simply being stuck in a place where they're looking back, crying out. Like they played a stupid game. Again, God don't like ugly. Tell me what, I need more information. If they don't have somebody else, they probably do and you don't know about it. Or, again, the divine's just bringing it to their attention. Religious factors, spiritual factors, like sometimes that's what the divine does. They just come and bring that information to you to cause these kind of situations where you have to pay attention to your own red flags of why you released every single one of your exes. Like you have an addiction to, even with people you have children with, releasing people instead of fixing it. Instead of paying attention to the red flags. I feel like someone's having a realization of their own patterns. Like somebody here is noticing, because the pattern's on the table. And now what? What does this other person want to do then? What are they going to do? First of all, you've walked away. 8 of Cups. There you are, walking away. The 8 of Cups is walking away from a situation. You've walked away. And now, as you walk away, here's this person, devil energy. Devil energy could be like an obsession. Now they have some kind of obsession with wanting to create something of substance with you. I don't think that you want it anymore. But the 8 of Cups with the devil also means, what do they want to do? They want to walk away, for some of you, from this pattern. And they want to say, hey, I want to create this with you. I've made these mistakes. I know my patterns. I've released my ex. I've released this third party. I want to create a family with you. I want to create something with you. I want to create something stable with you. Whoever I was, dealing with, I'm not dealing with them anymore. And they have this obsession in their mind about wanting to make that happen. I'm not sure that you want that to happen though, but I'm telling you that is going to happen. Okay? Sun card, confirmation. I'm telling you, and I'm getting this information just like this woman is getting information from the sun and light from the sun. That's how I'm picking up this message. I'm telling you that this is to come. Let's confirm it though some more. What happened? Why the sudden change? Why the sudden change? Why the sudden change? I'm gonna leave it in reverse. Why the sudden change? Yeah, look at that. You can't make it up. I don't even read reversals, but I do follow what the divine tells me to do. And all of these came out in reverse except for the Judgment card. Because they refuse to go into hermit mode, which means a state of introspection, right? They refuse to go into Four of Swords mode, which is like looking at themselves. It's also a state of introspection and meditation, etc. Page of Wands in reverse, you know, again, that's kind of like the too big for your britches kind of energy. But they were hit with judgment. Judgment Day comes for all of us. You can't escape it. Judgment Day comes through for all of us. You cannot escape it. They had to look at themselves. Something happened though, but something had to manifest. Whether it be they started dating somebody else or like did the same thing to them, whatever the case may be, or complaining about the same thing, something triggered this. What was it that triggered this? Judgment, hold on. What is going on? Sorry. King of Cups. They opened their heart space all of a sudden. Why? Or they're being forced to. Healing family issues. Something happened. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Something happened. And now they want to, again, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present moment. They want some kind of forgiveness here. But I'm not sure that you want it. Because you remember this was unrequited for a very long time. There's not enough chemistry or attraction. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. That's how you feel. I feel like that's going to break this person, but that's karma. You're just trying to, look, you're just trying to free yourself. It says it's time to take back control of your life. You're trying to free yourself from this. You're like, no, you put me through too much. How do I know that this is not just all love bombing and crap? Like all of a sudden, you know? Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. But they're like, no, I want to get to know each other on a different level now. I want to get to know each other on a different level now. I'm a different person. I'm trying to change. Okay? It's safe for you to love me. Open your heart and give and receive the highest energy of all. I'm sorry. All of that. We can get the chemistry back going, even though here it says there isn't enough chemistry. We can get this going again. They want you to stay optimistic. They're going to start telling you that you're the one that they want to marry. All that. Again, they're getting to know each other twice. But I'm not sure that you're feeling it. I'm not sure that you're feeling it. See, because to keep an open mind kind of flew out in reverse. You're not really open to this as much as you would maybe even a couple months ago or a year ago. But I'm telling you, this person's going to keep trying. Very clear. If anything, you're either going to come back together with this person or this is just part of the karmic wheel. It's just part of the karmic wheel. Because God don't like ugly. And you don't get away with anything. Ever. All right. That's what I have for today. So, yeah, I think I'm going to leave it here. Love and light, everyone.